And there we are. Game number 6. It's going to be played on Polar Night. This is, of course, the RSTL finals between Team NewRoSoft and Team prOperty. And let's introduce our players right now. Spawning in the 6 o'clock position of this map as our blue Terran player. Currently still undefeated, at least in the playoff stage. He is 11-0 right now. It is Moro. And his opponent, everyone will know him too. It is going to be an excellent red Protoss player. He is from Team NewRoSoft. It is the one and only Wellmu. Now these players are amazing at what they do. I am amazed that I get to cast games like this. It makes me stutter just to think about that, because, well, these players, they have had such great results. So let's see what kind of treat they have for us right now. There's a lot on the line right now. Of course, you want to win these finals in the RSTL. First, there was a round robin where you had to play against all 8 opponents in the group stage of the first division. After that, they started into the playoffs. And the playoffs are about to finish up with this last clan war. Now, the place for the 3rd and 4th place has already been decided. It looks like Vega took that 5-0, it looks like. Did not confirm that myself, but I heard about that, and that's a very impressive performance by them. But Wellmu is up to no good. Double gas opening with a probe standout on the map to put down a second pylon. It's going to be supply block for maybe a little bit because of that, but he is going to go for a proxy Stargate very close to his opponent's base. Now the opening for Moro, it looks like they're... Nope. He was gonna go gasless. He's gotten his gas just a little bit later. He's getting those Marines out. And he has sent out his first SCV to scout out what his opponent is doing. And with that, he should pretty much already know that something is up with this build. Now, I'm a little bit surprised that Moro did not opt to go for a Reaper on this map, because there's this very nice ledge where you can jump in that is pretty far away from the main ramp. But the Cybernetic score and the gateway have formed the wall. You should notice that there is no second pylon inside the base. So there should be something on the map, and Moro, he is a player that will notice that. So I would not be surprised to see a very quick factory or a very quick engineering bay to deal with an Oracle flying into his base, because that is pretty much the only option that there is. Now the Stargate is building, it's nearing that completion point. And behind this, once the Oracle is going to be building, there should be an expansion coming down from Wellmu very soon. Would be surprised to see him going for a one base strategy. But this SCV is also scouting everywhere, just to know that he did not miss something. Now the first Oracle is in production. This can get very dicey very quickly, because an Oracle in this setup is pretty powerful. Marines are being produced 2 at a time. How many are out on the map right now? There are 4. You need at least 6 to efficiently deal with that Oracle. And that Oracle is going to be in his mineral line in no time. Those Marines are out of position right now. But he has his natural base up, so there is going to be quite a bit more. The Stalker poking at the front to make sure that the Marines are out of position. And the Oracle does fly in with no defense whatsoever. 4 kills on that Oracle already. And he wants to get more. There is a Widow Mine in production right now. There are 6 Marines here, but a few of them were already weakened. He's stutter stepping against that Oracle. The Stalker is being surrounded. That's a nice pick off for Moro. And he is still, well, he is only at 15 workers right now against the 26 of his opponent. His opponent, Wellmu, also did not go for an expansion just yet. He did go for a second Oracle. The Widow Mine is burrowing. That makes sure that there are not going to be any more casualties in that mineral line, but all the workers have to be moved from that natural base. And the second Oracle also getting 3 kills, and that is very painful. 9 worker kills in this early stage of the game, but Moro can produce 2 works at the same time. He has double mules to work with, so he might be able to get back into this game. But what is the follow-up gonna be? Wellmu is getting his Nexus right now. He's going up to that robotics facility, getting a second gateway right there just for the extra production. The Oracle always poking in. He was getting very close to being shot at by that one Widow Mine. Second Widow Mine is now going to be out to defend that natural base. But let's see how that is going to work out for him. The SCV, did it confirm that there is a natural base? Yes, he did. But let's see. Marines inside the main base. There are now 3 oracles out, and 3 oracles have a lot of DPS. One of them does not have a whole lot of energy, so he's got that going for him. Oh, and they all get taken out. That was a beautiful Widowmine shot, and making sure that those oracles got close enough to the bunker to take them out. Very painful for Wellmu right there, but in a blink of an eye, Moro has equalized the supplies quite a bit. And with the work account, still 19 against 31. But the Stargazer has been found. He can take that out in no time. And there's no Stalker that is going to stop that from happening. There's too many Bioforces here. So no more Oracles. Wellmu did quite a bit of damage. And now it's going to be this task to see if Moro can come back into this game. He has the factory done already. No Stargate on the Starport on the map. He's finally producing that tech lab so he can start his stim pack once again. And some extra Marines, of course, for the earlier defense. Gateway units in this stage are still pretty powerful unless there is stim on the map. Now Wellmu is ready for any Widowmine drops inside his main base with that observer on his side of the map. But he does not have any vision inside his opponent's base anymore. He did see that there is a factory out. He does know that there are Widowmines out. But let's see if he can actually capitalize on that. Can Moro abuse the fact that Wellmu does not know a whole lot to his advantage? For now, he's kept those units at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. I love this move. There's 1 Marine for the vision and 1 borrowed Widowmine. In case there is going to be harassment, that Widowmine should take the shot right there. Did not do it in this time. In this case, this Stalker is a lucky one. But a lot of Stalkers are being warped in right now for Wellmu. That is, of course, the most useful unit you can get while he's going into Colossus. But that is also baiting into his gas supply, so he cannot start that. He cannot start that thermal lance just yet. Instead, he's gonna go for that blink immediately. That is gonna shut down the drops as much as possible. A third base, that is not going to happen. Pro does get taken out by that Widowmine, and Moro on point with those Widowmines. Apparently, put them in beautiful positions. Now Stimpack is getting closer and closer to finishing up. Medevacs have started to be produced, and the factory will be here for the scout. Again, we do see that the Terran will take that forward base so he can reinforce just a little bit easier, and he has finally taken the supply lead. Still 9 workers down, but mules are worth quite a bit. Now let's see, the first Colossus is out. He has a bunch of Stalkers underneath there. But if there are a few Marauders out, that can get very dicey. But I don't believe there are any Marauders on the map. No, just a lot of Marines. A few Widowmines are still here. But he's going to go for the double medevac drop, it looks like. There's nothing here in the base except for that Mothership Core, of course. With a Photon Overcharge, you couldn't really deny any drops pretty easily. But they're still quite a bit outside of the range of that Photon Overcharge. Now this army of Moro is looking pretty scary. But they are only Marines, and a few swipes from those Colossi, and it will be done with them very soon. He's going to need those Marauders very soon, especially with the second Colossus finishing up right now. Nothing too bad can happen to Wellmu. He's even stepping forward. Guardian Shield and Colossus swipes. Going to be very painful. Just a few more seconds, and there will be Thermal Lance too. Drop inside the main base. Did he get any damage done? I don't believe so, no, nothing at all. But there is a proxy pylon right now for Wellmu on the map. There are some harassment possibilities, but it's going to be a dance on this map, and this map was always very difficult to get into a good position, because you can just circumvent and play ring around the rosy with your opponent for quite a bit. Now the factory will get taken out, which means that he's going to be stuck on 1 starport for quite some time. He did not get his armory yet too, so he's going to need to reproduce that very soon in case he wants to go up to higher upgrades than 1-1. But this is a very powerful drop inside the main base, and it looks like Wellmu wants to go for the base trade. He's going towards that third base. He's going to clean that up. No lift from Moro just yet, but that Nexus is going to go for down. A lot of workers did fall for both parties already. But the command, that robotics facility is almost done with the next Colossus. All the production facilities do get cleaned up. Colossus just spawned. He's taking down the Nexus first. He's gonna go for the Colossus next. And that Colossus can deal a lot of damage unless it does get taken out as quickly as it does here. But at the same time, Whelmu is barreling down at that natural base. What does he really have inside his main base to defend against this? This is a very annoying choke to work into. The bunker not done just yet. At least the second one is not quite done just yet. But there are a lot of Marauders greeting this army. The second bunker is done now too, and the Vikings are waiting for the Colossi. This is looking very good for Moro. No more economy for Whelmu. It looks like the main base. There are still a few of those SCVs remaining, and there are 2 Marauders in this bunker. There's going to be the GG. And Moro, with the hold of his main base, takes another game. He evens up the score to a 3-3 right now. Beautiful.